Sheriff's Deputy Rick Grimes wakes up from a coma in an abandoned hospital after being shot in the line of duty. He quickly realizes the world has changed. It's eerily quiet. Buildings are in disarray, and corpses are everywhere. He was walking out when he saw a door with a sign that read, "Don't open dead inside." As Rick stumbles outside, he sees evidence of mass death and destruction, along with grotesque, reanimated corpses known as walkers. Confused and horrified, Rick returns to his empty home and finds his wife Lori and son Carl missing. He called and cried out their names, but everywhere was dead silent. He was outside his house, confused and clueless. Soon, he meets Morgan Jones and his son Dwayne, who explain what happened. A mysterious infection has turned much of the population into flesh-eating zombies. Rick was eating dinner with Morgan and his son when they suddenly heard car alarms. The walkers had triggered one of the cars by bumping into it. As they were inspecting the situation, a lady walked up to their door. It was Morgan's wife, and she had been infected with the virus. Morgan teaches Rick the basics of survival, including how to put down walkers by destroying their brains. The trio went to the sheriff's office to get some equipment for protection. Rick handed Morgan some guns and thanked him for saving his life. Rick saw one of his comrades infected. Feeling pity, he shot him to give him rest. Morgan took out a gun at the window. He wanted to end his wife's misery, but he couldn't get himself to pull the trigger. Determined to find his family, Rick sets off for Atlanta, believing it to be a safe zone. He radios a message out to anyone listening, warning them to avoid the city. His car ran out of fuel, so he entered a compound and saw a horse. Without many options, he took the horse and continued his journey. As Rick arrives in Atlanta, he discovers it has been overrun by the undead. He climbed into a military tank. More walkers kept closing in on him, so he wanted to end his life before he saw an opening and entered the military tank. Trapped inside a tank and surrounded by walkers, he heard a voice on the radio, the voice of another survivor.
Yeah, you in the tank. You cozy in there?